Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow, giving you your weekly dose of all the super and flashy and arrowness and legends of tomorrow, getting you ready for the week and recapping this past week. I'm your host, Sir Cussalott Travis Pointer. I'm joined by my co-host, Mara the Shark Watkins.
Hello, hello.
Mara, it's back.
It is back.
Flash is back.
And so is Arrow.
Arrow is also back.
Do 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 do.
I cannot tell you how happy I was watching this show again when it was back on after all that time of it being away. I didn't realize how much my life was lacking. And I started watching it again. I'm like, this is what was missing.
I was super excited to watch Flash. I was super sad that I didn't get to watch it the night it came on. But I was super excited to watch it the next day on the CW
Yeah.
app.
I got to watch it there instead of watching it on Hulu. I was just, you know how much it hurts having to watch it with commercials again? Like,
It's a strange
it
feeling.
really is. Like, I don't have to watch commercials with the peasants. Like, what is this? I pay
No
extra for
offense.
commercial-free Hulu for a reason.
Well, what can you do? All you can do is eat it.
Sit here and complain because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to
Okay.
complain about it.
Okay.
But anyway, it's back, and God damn it, Barry! Like,
Not better than ever.
I mean, like, I really feel like this show should have like a subtitle to it. You know how things have a title, then like colon something. It should be The Flash colon God damn it, Barry!
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
because you're watching the show, you know he's trying. You know he's trying. But he always ends up fucking it up somehow. Some way he fucks it up. Every time.
Nobody's perfect, Travis.
No, they're not. But he just needs to stop trying to do shit on his own.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
But, this episode titled Flashpoint. And
hmm
what a flashpoint it was. We see everything is all topsy-turvy and shit. Joe's a drunk. Iris really doesn't know who the fuck he is. She even calls him, like, what did she call him? Gary? Larry?
Gary,
Yeah, calls him by the wrong name and shit.
that can't be too good for his ego or self-esteem.
Not at all. But, he knew that she didn't really know who he was, so he was expecting it.
But still,
Yeah. But, you got the drunken Joe, and, like, Joe's not even the good kind of drunk. He's that, like, depressing drunk.
the one who can't get anything done.
Yeah, man.
But I
Yeah.
will give Barry kudos, for trying to cover for him. Like even though like in the Flashpoint, they're not tight, they're not cool, they're not father and son, they're not even friends really. They're just two coworkers. So I'll give him props for being like, I don't want him to get fired. I want the best for him and all that stuff.
Yeah, that was good of him. He tries to do the right thing. He just,
Fucks it up in the process.
basically. We also saw the Flash or Kid Flash.
He doesn't like to be called Kid Flash though.
Yeah, well, when your sister decides that she's gonna call you Kid Flash, you kind of just gotta go with it because she's clearly not gonna stop. So yeah, that
Yeah,
was a nice
what can
little
you do?
that was a nice little nod to it though. Them throwing in the Kid Flash thing there somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how though it's so weird that it all comes down to with Barry wanting things that he wants for himself. He really just can't go through with it once he starts seeing people actually like for real get hurt. Because once Wally
hmm
gets stabbed, it's just like, yep, you know what? That's it. Because he tries to make this whole thing work anyway, even though he knows what he really should do. But he's like, let me try to make this work anyway. And then Wally gets hurt, and then that's it.
Yeah, and we all know he doesn't want to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I also think it was pretty fucking brilliant how they had Reverse Flash, Thawne tell him like, no, I want you to say it.
And when you say those words that no kid should ever say about their mother,
Yeah.
but you're gonna say it.
Yeah. I'm wondering though, because of course he goes back, and when he goes back, he stops him from stopping him, or well,
It's such a conundrum of
yeah,
like just
they let
Flash
it like he let the
stopping each
stopping
other.
of him happen, but then Thawne from the future comes and kills her anyway. So it's just like, wow, okay. So is that why everything's still all weird? Because it didn't happen exactly that way? Because
Probably. That's what I figured. Like, when they showed that, Barry went back and stuck, like, the other Barry or original Barry, like, see, fuck, I don't even know what to call him. First Barry stopping Thawne. And then I was just like, but wait, you're supposed to stop that from happening in general. And then next thing you know, Thawne shows up anyway, and Barry looks over, and that Thawne that he stopped, Jesus Christ, starts to disappear. This is really fucking. This is why I hate time. Things that do with the time stuff and mess with time. Don't fuck with time. If things go on, just let it. It's supposed to happen. Like God, because
yeah,
now I'm trying to sit to explain to someone who, like, I'm trying to picture it as if someone hasn't seen it, and they're probably just thinking, "What the fuck is she talking about?" But anywho, and he disappears, and I'm just like, "This is probably fucked up things more." And you know what? It did. It
yeah.
fucking did.
That's what always happens, man. Like you fuck with time, this is what happens. And
Ugh. That was really hard trying to explain.
I mean, you don't have to worry about spoilers. I mean, you just assume everybody's seen it if they're listening to this right now. So if that's what you were
Jesus
worried
Christ.
about,
No, it was just kind of just like trying to explain it in myself, like trying to just explain it to myself just didn't make any sense to me either, which is why it was so gosh darn frustrating. But we did it.
yeah. But then you get back, he gets back, and he's like, "Oh, he's celebrating with Joe and Wally in there having a drink," and he goes, "Where's Iris?" And he's like, "That's not funny." I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Yo, I thought he killed her.
Yeah,
I
I was
thought
just like,
she was dead. And I was like, oh
I did
fuck.
too. I'm like, really, really? Now you killed Iris? Like, what the fuck?
So now mom's dead, Iris is dead, and then bam. Then Wally, so then he asked Wally. Wally was like, dude, are you on fucking drugs? It's pretty much what he should have said.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the
Like,
Negro
are you
response should have been
high?
angry. Right.
Like, no, dude, they don't talk. Well, now you got to wonder, like, why the fuck don't they talk? How do we fix this? Or do we fix the fact that they don't talk? Or do we just go back and fix what he fucked up so that that's not even a problem?
I don't even know. I feel like the first attempt is going to be, well, maybe I can fix it so that we can get them talking again. Find out why they stopped talking and fix that. And then it's just going to make things even worse. And then he's going to be like, okay, I got to go back to that night yet again and take chances on fucking up something else to see if I can change Iris and Joe's relationship back to normal. Which will probably end up giving Wally two fucking heads and probably seven thumbs. So
My thing is, though, if we know that's wrong, what else is wrong?
true.
Because, it's not just one thing that changed before. Like we mentioned these other things with, Iris, Joe, and all them being all weird. We didn't even mention the fact, Cisco being a billionaire. And I'll just also say I kind of like rich asshole Cisco. So that's just
Yeah, I
me.
mean, like he does all the same things that he did, originally. It's just now he's just rich and in control and a lot more healthier drinking. Was a little envious of his juicer.
Yeah, then I like how he told them, like, hey, I made you the friction proof suit or whatever the fuck. Leave me alone. I'm not in this. Do not put me in it. Because he mentioned the whole little speedster putting his hand through his chest thing. He's like, I don't want that. So apparently that still happened to him somehow. But
Or he's seen it happen to someone.
yeah, so he's just like, nah, fuck that. I don't want that. And I completely understand.
I get that.
Or like Caitlyn, like
Who
is
wants a vibrating hand going through their fucking chest?
nobody. Then we got Caitlyn. She's
She's an ophthalmologist.
yeah, working on kids' eyes and shit. Like, what a waste.
I like that little quip where she was like, "You'd be an excellent candidate for LASIK."
Well, like from now on, when somebody asks any question, like when she asked, "Have I been kidnapped?" Unclear.
Yeah, so I wonder now if now that he like so now Iris and Joe don't speak. I wonder what's changed with Cisco. Is he still a billionaire, or is he back to his normal self with their friends?
Well,
And
we do know some things if you saw like the next time on Flash thing. Cisco isn't a billionaire, but for some reason Barry and Cisco don't talk. Because Cisco said something to the point of like, "Oh, now you care about me," or something like that. And the whole coming up next time kind of thing. So,
oh shit.
yeah, so there's more wrong. It's just we don't know.
And then so now this change. So we know like from Comic Con. Remember, they said part of Flashpoint will affect things in Arrow as well. Mainly, I think they said with Diggle.
Mm-hmm.
So now, is this the Flashpoint change that will change things with Diggle? Because and we'll touch on it later. In Arrow's episode this week, we saw Diggle for like a brief moment. They're having a conversation. So I was wondering if that was what was the difference, or if now he's affected by Barry's latest change.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. But we also see that he does talk to Felicity, so we don't know what she knows or what she's going to do to help or anything like that. So,
Nothing.
Yeah, we'll get into our frustration with Felicity in a bit. But is there anything else you're looking forward to, expecting for next week?
I kind of really just want to see what else he's messed up. I want to see how it.
Like, what else did you fuck up?
Yeah, what else did you fuck up? Like now, I wonder, like, does Iris and Barry speak, or is it just like they hang out but they don't tell Joe about it, or like and like how they're gonna introduce Supergirl into the whole universe thing now again, because it's now like when he crossed over with her show when she was on CBS last season, it was by accident that he ended up on her world.
Right.
And so now I'm wondering, like, is their world going to be a part of their world now? Is she still a different Earth? Is it like, does the Flashpoint thing change where it's now like, now she's on their Earth? Like, it's all these crazy things.
It'll give you a headache. Like, it really will if you think about it too hard.
I will say, that's why I try not to think too hard about it.
My general takeaway from the Flash in general, Barry is somebody, he always has the best of intentions, but he really does need people to point him in the right direction. Because if left to his own devices, he's going to
blow up the world.
Yeah. He might cause a nuclear war, and we didn't even know it.
Right.
But we do also know that the next episode is going to be called Paradox. So, you got Flashpoint Paradox. So,
okay.
That's the next episode.
You should double check and make sure, Germany still invaded Poland and World War II went the same way.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, we'll get into this later, but Legends of Tomorrow's fucking around with World War II also because they bombed New York. But we'll get to that in a second.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Damn it.
Yeah, so World War II is still not safe, even if the Flash didn't fuck it up. This one might not even be Barry's fault. But moving on to Arrow, a show that I watched that I was less impressed by. Say it was more Arrow. It was more Arrow. That's all there was to it. It wasn't as entertaining or charming as Flash was, but it rarely is.
Yeah, because it's all about learning a lesson, pretty much, on Arrow with all the flashbacks. It's kind of continuously, oh, I've been in a similar situation like this 5 years ago when I was in so-and-so country. Now I'm going to apply that to today's problem.
Speaking of these flashbacks, I was really looking forward to seeing how he got mixed up with the Russians and got in with the Russian underground and all that kind of shit. And come to find out, he gets mixed up with the Russians because he knows the Russians. Like, it's just really nothing to it, really. Like, he got, had he not known this one other Russian dude, he wouldn't have got in with the other Russian dudes. Like, well, how do you know this Russian dude? Like, this isn't helpful at all.
Correct.
Like, you have
Like
not given me any real new information here.
the what was it? The flashbacks to me still continue to be very underwhelming, and I'm still tired of seeing them.
Well, luckily this is
And
the last season of them.
yep, that's still 23 weeks of like watching flashbacks, or 22 weeks, however many episodes they decide they want to have this season.
Yeah. I say it's more than that many weeks. It's just that many episodes.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You know, you got that mid-season break and everything.
Uh, who needs Christmas break besides college students?
Everybody needs a break for Christmas.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see. Well, what we do know also, we saw Oliver, like, got what we expected. Oliver struggling to be mayor because he's too busy running around saving the city at night.
But we saw that coming.
Exactly.
We saw that coming.
It was just
Like even other officials saw that coming. Like when he was late to the police ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Thea tries to cover for him. She said something came up, and he goes, "Is it a redhead or a blonde?" And she was like, and she knows that he's talking about Oliver's Playboy past, because you can pretty much tell no one's taking him seriously to begin with.
Right. Yeah. I'm not gonna say the episode wasn't bad. It's just after being on such a high after Flash, going to this one, it was just like, all right.
Right. They should probably change the days of order with the episodes.
Yeah, but they won't do that now. It's too late.
I know. Well, who knows? CW's bounced around America's Next Top Model all over the week. So, you never know.
But yeah, so Barry gets kidnapped. Not Barry. Whew, I wish. Oliver gets kidnapped.
Yeah, they jumped right into Bad Guy and Oliver getting together in the same room.
Yeah. Even though he's not really the big bad,
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean? He's just another fuck this city.
Yeah.
I'm going to destroy this city. I'm going to take this city and make this city my bitch.
Yeah, it's just Tobias Church we're talking about here, by the way, played by Chad Coleman. You may know him from The Walking Dead.
So Tyrese is from The Walking Dead.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically what it was. Like, yeah, we gotta take this dude out and figure we get the Arrow here by capturing the mayor. Little does he know the mayor is the Arrow. So it's just
right. Like he was like, trust me, the Arrow's not fucking coming.
Yeah. Then we get to the point where, through a series of unfortunate events, Oliver kills a guy, breaks his neck.
I thought you were talking about the Netflix special for a moment, and I got super excited, and then I realized you were just being punny.
Yes, relax. It's okay. It's not a crossover episode, right? It doesn't happen until mid-season. But, oh, man. Yeah.
So he killed someone.
Yeah, he killed a guy.
Intentionally.
Broke his neck. Yeah. Thea sees it, and she's just like, oh, what the fuck, Ollie? Like...
It's literally like drinking like a bottle of Hennessy in front of a recovering alcoholic.
Yeah. That plus, he was all thinking with him promising he's not going to kill anybody anymore.
Yeah.
But, yeah, whatever. And they made such a big deal about it, and I just didn't care. Like,
right, because I was like, in all honesty, there are going to be situations going to be in where it's like, you may have to kill a nigga.
Yeah.
Like, and he even said it himself. He was like, if I had been less restrained, when Dark was around, I might have, saved Laurel's life to begin with.
Like he had an opportunity to kill Dark. He didn't kill her. He didn't kill him. Later on, he kills Laurel.
Right. And I feel like Thea was being a little insensitive, where she was like, you can't keep using an excuse. But I was just like, for that moment, that I understand that put together, because, it's like true. Like everyone was like, "Yo, kill this nigga, kill him."
Yeah.
What good will it do you trying to bring him in? This nigga has magic powers. You have arrows.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, Thea, that one stance was very valid, and I guess like I'm assuming, within the past few months, since the last season had ended, he's probably brought up the Laurel thing quite a few times.
Most likely, but. whatever. She'll get over it. But speaking of Laurel, we also found out what that promise was that she had him make to her. You know, had her promise not to let the black canary die, and like let the black canary
Right.
go away forever or whatever.
Yeah, so it was nice to finally see what the promise was, and it
Mm-hmm.
kind of shows that you think Ollie would take that into consideration when when Felicity's pushing him. You need a new team. You have people out here on the streets, who are inspired by you,
Yeah,
trying to do the right thing for the city, and you keep telling them to stop. Like, he shot the one dude in the
he
leg.
did. Took him out in the leg. Like, don't bring your ass back out here. Like,
Right, keep that shit elevated. What do you mean? Bam, right in the leg. And it's like, Laurel, like even Laurel too was kind of like, make sure you have a team. Don't try to do this by yourself. So, it was a good segue into, oh, Evelyn Sharp's going to become the new Canary and all that mess.
yeah, even though we didn't really see her yet, but we know
Yeah.
that from
We
previous.
just know that just in general.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
previous information we've been given. There's one thing I couldn't quite vibe with at the end.
Felicity got a new man.
Well, that too, I wasn't getting there yet.
Okay, so.
But I was talking about when he finally does give in and say, all right, we'll put a team together, or you let Curtis let Wild Dog in on this, and then Curtis is like, well, I'll help you, but you gotta let me be a part of the team and help fight with you too. And Oliver just is like, all right, like really, like what has he done to show that he can do anything? Like
Curtis has no physical training, like physical fighting training, as far as we know. And from the trailer, you can pretty much tell this dude doesn't do any kind of really form of like physical activity besides doing techie stuff.
yeah.
So it's kind of just like normally any other day, like Wild Dog proved himself kind of useful because he was trying to disarm a bomb, for God's sake. So he has some kind of like hacker capabilities, like Felicity as well. So it's like he's somewhat useful.
Yeah, and he can fight too because he was out there with it, shooting and fighting and whatnot while he was out there. So he can do something to defend himself.
And so, but Curtis wanting to be trained, I'm like, nigga, I don't have time to be watching your ass trying to do other shit at the same time. You do very well in the at headquarters with I mean, I feel like he'd be more useful at headquarters with Felicity.
Yeah.
Just because he's into all that tech stuff and he understands how to do it. I mean, shit. He made a chip that made Felicity walk again after she was paralyzed from the waist down. Like, how many people can say that they did that?
Yeah. Same here. That's what I was saying. Just like that was pretty quick for Oliver to just be like, all right, cool. Like,
I feel like because he was just already in the zone of, okay, I'll get a new team together. Instead of him having to find someone else, Kurt just volunteered. He was like, fuck it.
I guess. But yeah, on to Felicity and her new man though, that we didn't, that you.
Who is he? Where is he
already pounce all over right away. It's like, yeah, she goes home, walking into her place and shit, and I'm just like, okay, what's going on here? She sits down and starts getting massaged and shit. I'm like, all right, who's rubbing on her shoulders and shit? And yeah.
I'm like, those aren't Oliver's hands. Not that I stare at his hands.
Right. I'm not here to judge you. But yeah. So yeah, that's how that one ended.
I want to know where this guy came from. Is he from the company? Is he just some random dude that she met at like a coffee shop? Like, I need to know. Does he know what she does? There's all like, and then I always have all these other questions like, is this kind of like a bad guy who's just being secretly just into her?
Yeah, that's
and
what I was
trying
thinking
to get
too.
to the Arrow. Like, maybe he knows she works with the Arrow and is trying to get to the Arrow. Like, I have all these questions. Maybe he's Prometheus. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with this whole thing, like knowing these dumbasses in these shows, maybe this is a dude who's really like a villain and he's using her and she doesn't know it, because all these characters in these shows, all of them, are all fooled by their genitals all the time.
Every single time.
So
Except
we don't.
Maybe Thea. I mean,
Yeah, they got Thea too. Remember, she got kidnapped up and got put up in the thing.
Yeah, but but she knew all of it was bad. She was trying to get him away from her. I feel like more Wasp did that to him, to her. Not really like he was just like going out of his way to do it to her. You know what I mean? Like he was a pawn.
If you say so. Still the same shit, if you ask
I'm
me.
trying. I'm trying. I'm trying to give Thea some kind of credit here.
Nah,
She's had a really hard
none of them
like
deserve
season.
any credit because they're all idiots. Like, all of them.
But yeah. And then so to end the episode, Prometheus struck.
Yeah. Just killed old dude just trying to go home and see his wife and kids and shit. And like, nope. Dead you are.
Right? And then he said he was picking up diapers or baby food or something like that.
Yeah,
What?
man.
Did that kid ever get his food or diapers?
Man,
Just sitting at home in dirty diapers,
no,
just starving?
just sitting around in shitty diapers because Prometheus killed his daddy before he could get the diapers.
That's terrible.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the end of Arrow. That's what we got.
I was going to say, the one thing I did think was funny, one more thing about Arrow, was at the beginning when he made it to the police ball and pretty much called out the police on corruption at their own police ball.
Yeah. Walked in on their dinner in their honor and all that shit. I'm like, yeah, y'all ain't shit. Like,
Drop the mic. I'm out, son.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
And we saw, a few scenes of the former Detective Lance.
Oh yeah. He's back to doing the drunkenness thing.
It seems like both Arrow and Flash have like on some level have a drunken father.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is also the father of a would-be lover.
Yeah, touche.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah.
But it seems like he's trying to get his act together. So he was like, count on me to be part of like the team or whatever it was he said.
Yeah,
and he was telling Thea, it'll help him get sober. And I was like, I don't know if that'll help you get sober, but I mean, it'll keep you busy enough that you won't be able to drink.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, we know the next episode of Arrow is going to be called The Recruits. So we'll basically be all about him getting in the new recruits, training them up, getting them ready.
Getting the team together. So maybe we'll see Evelyn.
Maybe.
Get some girl power.
Maybe.
Because Felicity's girl power doesn't really do anything for me. Except for her brains. I'll give Arrow that. I like that they put a female lead in a role where she's not just, just some pretty girl just sitting on side waiting for Oliver to come home and all that stuff. Like she's a smart ass, dominating bitch. Well, not dominating, but powerful girl who, doesn't put up with Oliver's shit, and she will tell him that too. Like she'll be like, "Look, son, you need to get your shit together. You need a team."
Yeah. But then she'll randomly just start tripping for no reason like she did last season.
Right, and do all this unreasonable shit. So, she couldn't just all be knowledgeable and great. She had to have some kind of stereotypical female stereotype to her, I guess.
Maybe. But we'll see what happens next week. Maybe, maybe that's gotten past her and maybe she's not a complete, typical Arrowverse character being ruled by her genitals and being fooled by this dude. So we'll see what's happening with this dude that she's with. But
I don't trust him.
I don't either.
I don't trust her either. First off, that was Thea's place first. She gave it to Oliver and Felicity. And then Oliver, I guess, left it to her. She just moved some new nigga up in there.
Yeah, she did.
That ain't his house.
Did. Up in his place. Like, the fuck is this?
I wonder if that guy feels any type of way about being moved into the place where she lived with her former fiance. And she moved on really fast for 3 fucking months. Even though, and
not just any former fiance. Her former fiance was Oliver Queen. So,
right.
Like,
the playboy. She locked down the town's playboy.
Yeah.
The town's playboy who's also moonlighting as the goddamn Arrow.
Yeah, well, he doesn't know that, but,
He doesn't know that, but I'm just saying, in general.
All right, we gotta move on to Legends of Tomorrow.
Okay.
We do know with Legends of Tomorrow that they're giving us the JSA. That's the Justice Society of America, for all of you who don't know what that is.
Don't feel bad. I didn't know what it was until they started talking about the Justice Society of America.
We see they got a new trailer that's out that's showing what's to come. And
yeah, I saw a glimpse of the scene where Sarah sees Damien Dark, and she's talking all her shit, and I was like, oh, saw a glimpse of that. So that should become. I'm assuming that's gonna come up in like some of the earlier episodes because they keep bringing that part up.
Yeah,
even if it is for like half of a second, but
that's early stuff. Most of the stuff they're showing us now is probably really early stuff. But we did see some stuff that's probably from the crossover. Barry Allen is talking to them through the little thing, like, yeah, we can't risk putting anybody else in danger.
We saw Oliver for a quick second.
Yeah, somebody's coming to Oliver like, yo, they need help. Like, come help them. Like, what the fuck?
They threw a lot of stuff into that trailer. I mean, I'm not saying it was bad. It's just like, it was a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
You got Sarah hooking up with Queen of France. They kidnapped Einstein. Shakespeare's over here out. Freaking the fuck out.
Yeah. Seeing one old man knock out another old man is really funny to me. So,
old people fighting in general is fucking hilarious. I don't care what anyone says who's listening to us or what you say. Fucking old people fighting is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it is. I agree. And if that trailer didn't have enough craziness thrown at you, then they threw in zombie Confederate soldiers.
Oh, Jesus.
Why were there zombie Confederate soldiers?
Keep that.
Yeah. I don't know. Why were there zombie Confederate soldiers? Because why the fuck not?
Because they've messed up with time. It's like they should just take Barry on the team since he's the expert at fucking up things in time, and since they seem to be changing things in time as well.
Yeah. It seems like though that the big crossover is going to center around them and what they have to do with time or something, because that's when everybody showed up, was in their trailer. So that's what I'm guessing. It's something that they need help with.
Yeah. What was I going to say? So this is like a side question about Legends of Tomorrow. Do you think Kendra and Carter will ever make another appearance?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Or do you think they'll at least address where they went or what happened to them?
I'm sure they'll be, at least be brought up. But if they do show up again, it probably won't be until I think the second half of the season.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking it'll be something with like the mid-season finale. They'll show up then, and then they'll be in it for the next second half, maybe.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because I feel like I know, like they said they were gonna try and do some other stuff. I forget what they said, season finale, but it was like, it just felt so abrupt that they were leaving. Like, I understand Savage was like pretty much their personal villain, and Savage is gone now. But I'm just like, you guys could still help with this stuff. Like, I mean, you guys have some extraordinary powers.
Yeah.
Well, not extraordinary powers, but you know what I'm saying. They have some abilities that seem to do them some good once in a while when they're not fucking dying.
Well, they got Vixen on there now, and they can't.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
They can't have Vixen and Kendra or Hawkgirl and Firestorm. That'd be 3 black people. Like,
I don't see that. I don't see any problem with that, Travis.
They can't do that. That wouldn't be okay for television. They don't do that.
True. Unless it's BET or VH1.
Oh man, yeah.
Because or Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix. We're not gonna talk about how great Luke Cage is right now.
Because we're talking about DC. That's so rude.
It is kind of rude. Whatever. Fucking tell them to do better. Tell them do better, and maybe when we're talking about Marvel stuff, we'll start interjecting DC stuff into that conversation. But until then, sorry. When you give me things
maybe we should start a show for Marvel stuff.
What's that?
Maybe we should just start a show for Netflix Marvel stuff.
We could. Possibly.
Iron Fist is starting. Okay, we're really
sorry. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, but that's about all we got from Legends of Tomorrow. There's just a lot that we just don't know. We do know we got Legion of Doom, though, when they showed us in that newest trailer, Damien Dark actually meeting Reverse Flash. So,
You mean the Legion of Doom?
sure. This is why I pretend like I don't know you in public.
Luna's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Because you are.
But you guys accept me for that.
Oh, man. But moving on to Supergirl.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm sorry.
Special. I want to know what the fuck is in that pod, though. Like, that's really what my real question is. Like, yo, what the fuck is in that pod?
I'm putting my bets on it's another Kryptonian.
Well, yeah. It's the same kind of pod.
Also evil, coming to disturb the Earth or take over the Earth.
Whatever it was, she recognized it because she was just like, oh, shit, So
maybe it's Zod.
That would be interesting to put him in the show, in the Supergirl show, right after, well, not right after, but not too long after Man of Steel came out and they put Zod in that movie. I don't think they'd do that.
Who knows? You never know. They said distinctly these universes aren't connected, so.
It's true, but, I still don't think they would do that, but we'll see. But I am really wondering what it is. Like, I'm thinking maybe it's some more time travel shit that Barry fucked up, and so like another version of her just showed up in the pod again.
Oh shit, that'd be super crazy.
Because Barry fucked with time, and so somehow like the pod traveled like forward in time and shit. And yeah. I don't put anything past Barry when it comes to the timeline, so I would be willing to bet that Barry fucked something up with her too. So yeah.
Yeah, true that. They should just name this universe God Damn It Barry. We should change the name of the show to God Damn It Barry.
Instead of Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow, the show just called God Damn It Barry.
You guys, leave us some comments as to what you think about that. Like, do you think we should change it to that? Because it sounds pretty relevant to me.
Yeah. I mean, hey. Let me see. But we do get that little team-up trailer. Supergirl and Superman.
With Bay playing Superman.
Folks can't see this, but Mara's acting a fool and doing this little weird dance that I don't understand. But yeah. But yeah, you see Superman. And
I can't help my excitement. I'm sorry, because he's from one of my old favorite TV shows, Teen Wolf. And don't judge me, because Teen Wolf was one of my favorite TV shows to anyone who's listening, because I know someone's out there judging me for it.
Oh, I'm judging you right here, but
okay, so don't judge me for it. I mean, like, because like in the show he was just so dark and dangerous and bad, and so now they're putting him as Superman, and he just wears that suit so goddamn well.
We also have well, with him, just you got to wonder how much he'll actually be in it, though. Is it just like every now and then he'll help her out with some shit, or is he?
Yeah, I was curious about that.
Is he there permanently, even though that's not his city? So I don't see him being there permanently. So maybe he's there for like a couple episodes, just at like an episode or two at a time, help her out with some shit, and then he goes back the fuck home. But
well, now you say that, now I feel like, cause from that trailer, Team Up trailer, I feel like he's gonna be like in episodes like maybe 1 through 3, and then be like, I gotta go back to Metropolis, so I'll see you next season, cause. And it's like, no.
Yeah, you got to go back because, Lois is back there. And if you don't go back, Lois going to think you fucking around. So you got to get back.
Well, I mean, Lois could just do what her fucking sister did and just fucking move to the city.
She could. But, we'll see.
Just pull that insecure girlfriend shit. Because that shit was annoying last season. Lucy, I couldn't fucking take it. I was like, girl, get your life together. You work with the government and you have a great ass job, and you over here stressing over Jimmy because he wants to help the superheroes save the world. Like, I could see it like, where if she was suspicious of his relationship with Kara, but instead No, she's suspicious over his relationship or his connections to Supergirl and Superman. She was jealous of another man who's technically not a man. He's an alien.
I mean, so is Kara.
I'm saying.
She doesn't even know if their parts match up. Like,
exactly.
I mean, do their parts match up? We haven't really seen their parts, so.
I mean, if they did, it wouldn't be a CW show. It probably would turn into an HBO or Star show.
We should probably talk to HBO about that.
That'd be super lit. We could have rated R Supergirl. Which means rated R Superman.
Yeah. She just did a really creepy grin, just so you all know. But it was good seeing this show as a comparison to what we just saw with Arrow. Not so much Flash, what we saw with Arrow. Where Arrow was just so uptight and serious and whatnot, where this just seemed like a lot of fun. So
yeah, they even had like that little quip where something happened and that Family Guy goes, not Family Guy, but like that one dad goes, "We're moving back to Gotham," which now gives me thinking, hey, we're gonna see anyone from not from like Fox's Gotham, because I know that's never gonna be a thing, and I don't want that to be a thing ever.
No, we don't. We don't want that at all.
No, I rebuke that. But I mean, like, are we gonna see anyone from like Batman's world? Are we gonna see any Batman characters, some villains, some side people?
Interesting you say that. We do know that Maggie Sawyer is going to be on the show.
Batwoman.
That's not. Well, Batwoman's girlfriend. She's not actually Batwoman.
Okay, I keep trying.
Yeah. If you know from the comic books, she has a pre-existing condition with Batwoman.
Their parts don't, but do match up.
Oh man, yeah, they don't but do. We also know that at some point this season, Kevin Smith is directing an episode of Supergirl, also the Flash.
You guys don't know who Kevin Smith is. He is Silent Bob from Jay and Silent Bob.
If you don't know who Kevin Smith is, I need you to get your life together. All right, it's fucking Kevin Smith.
That's what I was gonna say.
What'd you say?
I said that was a lot nicer than what I was going to say, but I'm not going to say it now.
Oh, no. Say it, because they probably deserve it if they don't know who Kevin Smith is.
I was going to say kill yourself, but I don't want to do that to anyone, so.
That'd be one less person in the world who doesn't know who Kevin Smith is.
But they'll never have the opportunity to figure out who Kevin Smith is. So that'd still be a tragedy.
That's true. I wouldn't give them the opportunity to do better. We do have to give them. They
would die not knowing who Kevin Smith is.
Yeah, we need to give them the opportunity to better themselves. I understand. But in addition to that, we know that this coming episode of Supergirl is going to be called The Adventures of Supergirl. So it's an odd way to name that the title of an episode, but okay.
I feel like it's an ode to Superman since they're adding Superman, because isn't there like an old Superman movie or an old Superman cartoon where it's The Adventures of Superman or something like that?
Probably.
Am I just bugging, making that up? I'm about to Google that.
You might be, but that sounds like there should be something like that. We're going to say there is until you look it up and see whether or not it exists. But the episode that Kevin Smith is directing is called Supergirl Lives.
Yep.
In case you know.
TV series back in the 30s, Adventures of Superman.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's where that came from.
And there was also a radio program called The Adventures of Superman. Superman's old, guys. Just so you know.
Yeah, that's an old motherfucker. Doesn't look a day over 25.
I'm okay with that.
Was there anything else you wanted to touch on before we skedaddle on out of here with the folks?
Nope, I think that was about it.
Yeah, I think we covered everything. What about you out there, folks? Was there anything we missed? Anything you want to make sure we cover next time? Because we'll be at you every week. Leave it in the comments. Let us know. Also, make sure you like the video, like the podcast, leave us a
Subscribe,
review.
Share.
Yeah, man, share it around. If you love,
follow us on social media. I'm funny. I try to be funny.
Yeah, she's pretty entertaining. She's weird, but she's pretty entertaining.
Embrace my weirdness, Travis.
Yeah, whatever. Just tell them what you are on Instagram and Twitter and shit.
My Instagram is lesunrises_. That's LESUNRISES with an underscore. And my Snapchat is marbarlovex3. Yeah.
Aren't you on the Twitter too? Don't you tweet and shit?
Oh yeah, I do tweet. I tweet like almost all the time now. My life has color _. I should probably just change all my things to have the same thing.
Yeah, that might
But
make a lot of
I won't.
sense. Like
It
I
would, but I
did.
can't change my Snapchat, so I'd have to change everything to my Snapchat name.
Or we can just like pretend Snapchat doesn't exist.
Never.
You can follow me on both Twitter and Instagram at Sir Cussalott. That is SIR_CUSSALOTT. Sir_Cussalott. That's
I feel
about.
like I curse more on this than you do.
Oh, you curse more on here than I do, but that's just because I'm running this podcast, making sure everything goes properly. But in
Okay.
in life, I probably curse more than you do by a long shot.
Okay. Luna wants to say hi to everybody. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, we know we love the kids. But that's about all we got for you this week. We'll see you exactly 1 week from now. This is your boy Sir Cussalott, Travis Pointer, and Mara the Shark Watkins. We'll see you next.
See you later.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. Until then, stay creative, stay free.